Hello and welcome to this month's Women United Spotlight. I am excited to be here with JaHana Holloway. JaHana was a speaker at the Women United Breakfast in 2021 and serves on the Women United Committee.
Yes.
JaHana facilitates empowerment groups for third through sixth grade students at local schools. She developed a curriculum that focuses on self-love, mental health, conflict resolution, and having empathy for others. Her greatest joy is being able to give back to her community by helping children who may be dealing with the same issues that she faced in school. JaHana is here today to talk about mentorship, how we can be here for the girls in our community, and all the wonderful things that she has going on in our community. It's good to see you, JaHana. How are you?
Thank you so much, Melina, and thank you for this opportunity. I am so excited to be featured this month. So thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Yes, thank you for joining me today. I'm looking forward to hearing more about what you have going on. So let's go ahead and get started.
Okay.
Can you give me a little bit more information on the programs you have in the schools right now?
Yes. So this year will be a little different. I will be doing the empowerment groups or workshops after school. Last year it was during the school day, but it's still the same curriculum. I want to focus on self-love, love for other students and peers, love for one another, but also just affirming who they are and then giving them the outlet to dream and use their imagination. So it'll be a combination of self-empowerment, and then also focusing on their future as well. So it'll be different programs and they will be announced. And I could share that with you later as well, but they'll be announced throughout the school year too.
Wonderful. Very much needed programs here in the community. Kudos to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, what are some challenges and struggles that you identified while working with middle school girls last year in your youth empowerment groups?
Unfortunately, I think one of the biggest ones I noticed was low self-esteem, poor body image, not liking the way they look, and then just constantly comparing themselves to, it could be their peers, but also in this day and age, influencers. So they're on TikTok and they see people, they want to look like them, and people that's their age that look like they have all the money and have everything going on. They want to be so much like them. And one of the activities I did in the youth empowerment was they had to look in the mirror to affirm themselves and say something positive. That was so hard, even for the boys, but it was really, really hard for the girls. I had a few that could do it, but most could not stand to just look themselves in the eye and say something positive. And then I had some girls that would cry because they had to do it at the beginning of each thing, and they would just cry like, I can't do this. And I say, well, it's something positive about you. And she's just like, no, it's not. And that's hard because you can't really make anybody love themselves, So that was a big one that really shocked me.
Wow, at such a young age too.
Yes.
Middle school.
Yep.
Wow. So what are some ways that we as women can help mentor and guide the younger generation, younger girls specifically?
Okay. So some ways that I think, one would be, you could volunteer and at schools or at programs that focus on girls and girl empowerment. But also you could write a love letter like we did at the Empower Her Hour, and I'm going to pass those out in a few weeks actually. But they always need some type of encouragement. And even last year when they did the vision boards and they had a positive note, they were like, I put it up on my bed. So something like that, just to give them something to look at. And then you could also pour into the girls in your family and your community in whatever way you feel needed, like whatever your specialty is. You could go ahead and teach them how to do it, or just like give them exposure
Yeah.
to, if somebody wants to become a chef, then take them to a culinary school and show
Right.
them other women doing it. So they really need exposure and to be immersed
Yep.
in that. And then last, just lead by example. You
Mm-hmm.
know, they really need to see what self-love looks like, having healthy boundaries, actually,
Mm-hmm.
what healthy relationships look like. They
Yeah.
need to see all of that at that age. So that's very important.
Yeah, absolutely. I see you're such a girl's girl. You are always rooting for other women, girls in the
I am.
community. Uh,
Yep. Thank
you're
you.
inspiring the younger generation,
Mhm.
the women who are your age, older. You're just inspiring women all
Thank
throughout our
you.
community. So, big kudos to you, JaHana. I really
Thank
admire
you so
you for that.
much.
Um,
Thank you.
why are you so passionate about empowering the young girls in our community?
Whew. Well, first of all, it's funny that I was blessed with four girls. So, it's like, I guess that was my mission in life, to pour into girls. But
Beautiful
um,
girls too.
yes, thank you. But I'm so passionate about it because I was that girl in school who I didn't fit in. I was
Hmm.
bullied a lot. I was ridiculed, and I just always wanted to be like somebody else and kind of fit in, and was kind of like the outcast. So
Hmm.
back then, when I was in school, empowerment was not a thing. They was all about books, and that's it. And so
Yeah.
I didn't have anybody to go to or to give me what I needed. My mother was a single mother, so she was either in school and working or working two jobs. So she wasn't at home and she couldn't give me what she didn't have to give. So
Mhm.
that's why I became so passionate. Like, man, I've been through these things. It's so important to be the light for other girls now that's going through that. And I want to say this, a lot of people, we go through things in life in order to share and
Right.
help other people heal and grow, but so many people are ashamed of what they've been through or their past, so they hoard it. They don't
Hmm.
share the gift, and they don't realize they can inspire and encourage so many other people. So this is why I'm so passionate about it, because it's like, please, I want to help these babies now before they
Yeah.
grow up women who need
Right.
help, you know.
Right.
Hmm.
Absolutely. Um, do you believe that there's a profound connection between young girls who struggle with self-esteem, confidence issues, and women who have feelings of unworthiness?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
um like I just shared about me, I went from having those feelings of inadequacy and not feeling like I was enough, and then I became a mother at 19. And
Hmm.
so now the cycle just continues, and then I was in and out of toxic relationships because I just didn't know how to love myself, and I just wasn't getting a lesson. Like, it has to be me. I have to go within. So the women that I work with nowadays, the women that I work with, they always have a childhood trauma story. And
Mm.
childhood trauma is not always what everybody thinks. It could also be they were spoiled. They were given so much that
Mm.
that is something that could be traumatic because they really didn't get the love. They just got the material possessions. So it could be on both ends of the spectrum, but it always ties back to their childhood. So
Hmm.
yes, definitely a connection between young girls and then becoming that young woman that's still carrying those wounds and baggage.
Wow. Um, so what are what three words could you use to describe what girls need the most in these current times?
Um, Love is definitely
Hmm.
a word. And I don't just mean like, oh, I love you. I mean, they really need to feel it.
Yeah.
Like, they need the affection, they need to be
Yep.
loved on, they need to be cuddled with, whatever it is,
Hmm.
they need to feel love, not
Yeah.
just hear it. So they actually know what that feels like. Um, Undivided attention.
Hmm.
Is we know. Social media, video games, all of that. I have it in my house. I'm not judging anybody, but we have to take time to pull away from that and just actually just give that child, that girl, that boy, just your undivided attention, because it will mean the world to them, and it shows them you matter, you are a priority. And so then that they can carry that on into their adulthood as well. And then also communication. That ties into undivided attention, but communication, because with the 6th grade girls, I used to set the timer when they came in and I just let them vent. If they wanted to scream, yell, shout,
Wow.
I just gave them that time to get it out of their system. They look forward to that because they said we never get to talk about how we feel at home or at school. So please communicate with them. And I mean, actively listen and don't tell them this, just actively listen to
Right.
what's going on with them, because a lot of this stuff is through text and they're not really, expressing themselves. So communication, please. So those are 3 I would say.
Yeah. 3 great words.
Thank you.
You're doing great things in the community. What programs or services are you currently offering for youth and women?
So so the youth empowerment programs that will be at in the schools and local schools, but also and then I do vision board parties for adults and youth. But for the women, my focus is healing the inner child. I'm going to start doing those workshops again. And then I'm also incorporating support groups for anybody. I say anybody, but mostly I don't have men ever attend, but for women or men, but who have been in toxic ships. And I mean, toxic relationships, toxic family ships, toxic friendships, toxic work ships, anything that has been toxic, that takes a toll on you. So I'm going to start offering support groups for that, hopefully bi-weekly, but we'll see how it goes. And then I'll go from there. But other than that, and then also another one I'll be doing is It's Your Turn to Speak, because I was the speaker at the Women United event. And a lot of people, I didn't realize how many people are actually great speakers, but they just sit on that gift too. So I'm going to be offering that soon, just to kind of give them the courage to use their voice to empower other people. So those are a few definitely that I'm focused on now.
Oh, I love that. I'm so excited to see the photos and the videos on your social media channels. I attended one of JaHana's workshops, the vision board workshop, and it was incredible. I loved it.
Thank
Uh,
you.
it was great to see just the different dreams on the vision board, and what some women how some women created their vision boards compared to other women. It's just so cool to see just the diversity of the
It is.
boards.
And and I'm glad you said that, because it gives you an example of how unique each person's personality is.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. I love it. How can our audience contact you to enroll in your workshops or schedule a coaching session with you, or have you in their schools?
Hey, yes. So first, my phone number is 815-473-2224. And so I'm made it simple with those 3 twos in there. So it's easy to dial, easy to call me. So I'll say it again, 815-473-2224. And then Empower You Too is my email at Yahoo. And so EMPOWER, the letter U, the number 2 at Yahoo. And then also I'll be sharing the link with you so that they can register or get in contact with me via the link as well.
Yes, we'll have all of JaHana's information down below. So anyone who's interested can sign up for a workshop or coaching session.
Yes, sign up, please. Sign up.
Well, thank you so much, JaHana, for taking time out of your busy day and sitting down with me. I loved learning a little bit more about what you're doing to better our community for our local women and girls.
Yes, thank you so much, Melina. And I appreciate the mission behind Women United, which is also focusing on empowering women and girls in our community. So it's a win-win with both of us, with all of us together. So
Yes,
thank you for having me. I
absolutely.
really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, bye.
Bye.